Okay, I don't know that, that what's it called, that, let me see if Yankee has it, because he wasn't sure where it is. What's up?
How are you?
Retired.
Yeah. It's been a long day. How's the baby?
Great.
Good.
Why are people late?
I'm not sure. I was hoping everyone would be on time.
Who's here?
You and I so far,
There's three people.
and there is someone else here, but I'm assuming they may be an applicant.
That's great.
Oh no, here comes Rashida.
Rashida, great. And Mr. Pearson's supposed to come on.
Okay, good. And Tessa sometimes is just a few minutes behind.
Yeah. Um. Hi, Rashida. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm gonna be mostly on mute because I'm commuting.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, who's that, Yankee? Who was just on? Mr. Pearson?
Cannot hear.
Oh. Oh, is this Mr. Perlman?
Yes.
How are you? It looks like Rashida's on, Mia's on. You want to reach out to Mia? You want to reach out to,
Okay, I hear you now.
Let me see if I can reach out to Tessa really quickly. Give me a second.
how are you? I'm gonna put on my video stick on my couch.
Thank God. How are you?
I think it's overtired.
Yeah. Aren't we all? Makes sense, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so. We're actually only now because of if Tess or Yankee come on, we have a quorum because we took that other person off because they didn't come to the meetings. I call Yankee right now, he'll get on. Mia, is that correct?
Hey, Yakov, yes, it is.
So let's get one of them. Let me call Mr. Pearson right now. I know he's supposed to come on. Hold on a second.
Just give me a second.
When is the general board meeting, by the way?
It's the day after primary day, 23rd. I just left a message for Tessa.
I'm trying to reach Mr. Pearson. Yankee, if you come on, we have a quorum and Mr. Perlman could bring his application on. Can you come on, please? Right now, I sent you a link to the Zoom. Join now. Mia, I don't see Izzy's here or the other applicants.
Khalid provided them all of the information
All right,
yesterday.
So we have a quorum. Mr. Pearson's on. Did you reach out also to our fourth committee member?
Everyone was notified. I additionally sent the credentials to the last applicant to come through, RISPO. It made it very clear this morning that a representative should be here.
So the question is, I'm gonna start with Mr. Perlman. He's here early.
Yes,
I think we should vote on him, and if people aren't here, I think we should just close the meeting, because I think you come on time, you come on time. You don't come on time, you don't come on time. And they'll come for their application next, after the summer.
yeah,
You okay
fair
with that?
enough.
Rashida, you okay with that?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Pearson, how about you?
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Pearson, we're gonna take Mr. Perlman's application. We're gonna vote on it, and if nobody's on by then, we're gonna close the meeting. We're not gonna wait around. 7 o'clock is 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Mr. Perlman, please tell us a little bit about your establishment, what you're planning to do, what you're planning to open, the hours of operation. I saw your application. Mia, we reviewed his packet. It seems to have all the necessary documentation and signatures, correct?
Correct.
And there is no incidents with the FDNY, NYPD.
We received no notification of any.
That's great. Mr. Perlman, tell us a little bit about your establishment and what you're gonna open and the hours of operation, please.
So it's gonna be Sunday through Thursday, 8 AM to midnight. And Friday till around 4 PM. And it's gonna be serving old school, old style Jewish cuisine, like old style kosher with like 1920s, 30s, 40s background. And it's gonna be done with, not with old style food, but with the new style ingredients of like vegan or like Beyond Burger kind of, you know.
Oh, it's a vegetarian restaurant?
It's gonna have fish, so it's not fully vegetarian, but all the meat sandwiches and dishes are going to be the fake meat. But it's gonna be dressed in like a 1950s old school style Jewish food.
Mia, you don't like fake meat? I see you're shaking your head.
No, it actually depends on the preparation. Sometimes you can't even tell.
Oh, you can't tell it's fake. I mean, that's
Yeah.
obviously my opinion, but
Yeah, sometimes you can't tell.
I wouldn't go into this if it had that fakeness taste to it. I'm quite confident in it.
All right, what about your alcohol? What are you asking from us?
So we're gonna serve, it's like champagne kind of thing, some mixes. And actually buot is, in Hebrew, it's champagne or bubbles. So it's gonna be not like a party bar kind of scene, more like a peaceful, quiet, relaxing kind of scene with calm background music, that kind of style.
How do you plan to, first of all, Saturday night you're open?
It's gonna be seasonal if the season allows it.
So when's the latest you're open Saturday night?
To start,
To end?
I'm saying to open the restaurant in the very beginning, we don't,
Saying, what's the latest, on weekends, what time do you close the restaurant?
right, so for now, it's gonna be 12, the latest
Right.
at this
All right,
moment.
and how many people can you seat?
11, 12, maybe.
Small, and you're asking for a beer and wine license? Cider, beer and wine?
No, we're asking for the full thing.
The full thing, got it. All right. So how did you have anything in place? First of all, you're gonna have live music?
No.
And do you have anything in place to prevent people, like how are you gonna prevent people from the restaurant, like from hanging out outside and?
Well, we want to have an outdoor seating cafe like everyone's doing.
Not 12 o'clock at nights.
No, till like 10, 10:30 at night.
But we're hoping that in the next, I don't know, Mia, what's in 6 months from now, there's not gonna be outdoor seating anymore, probably, right?
Who knows? I'm assuming that some of these measures may be permanent down the line, just to, to make sure businesses can still make some money.
Right. Well, first of all, I want to say, to us, it's our committee, Rashida's here and Tessa's not, but and Yank, we've always taken the position that we are moved and inspired by young businessmen that decide to invest in Crown Heights, especially at such a difficult time. And those that are invested, that don't leave, despite the challenges. And we wish you a lot of success with your business. I have one question. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Pierce and Rashid if they have any questions. Are you concerned about young kids in the neighborhood coming and trying to drink alcohol? Are you going to be carding everybody? How do you plan? Is that a concern, or are you confident you keep it under control?
I'm confident we can keep it under control. We're definitely going to card people. I mean, unless they are clearly older, but
Right.
definitely not going to just be a free for all. We're trying to keep it classy, so that will take away the classy old style we're trying to bring.
Any questions from the committee?
Just a question for me. Have you opened any other establishments, or is this your first?
No, this is my first.
You want to tell us the address, the cross street and streets?
Yeah, it's on Troy on the corner, second from the corner between Eastern Parkway and Union.
Oh, that's a very good location. Is that butcher shop still there?
No,
You're like a
No.
grocery on that corner?
there's a pharmacy on the corner of Eastern Parkway and Troy.
Klein has a grocery, Yankee Klein. It's on that corner? You said
No,
like
Maybe.
Oh, that's Troy and Carroll, maybe.
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Mr. Pearson, do you have any questions?
I do not.
All right, so can we have a motion? Yankee, you want to make a motion?
I make a motion to vote on it?
To provide, do we encourage the full board to provide a letter of support?
Yeah, I make a motion.
Rashida, do you second?
I second that motion.
And I vote in support as well. Mazel tov, you have unanimous support that we're going to recommend to the full board that we accept provide you a letter of support for your restaurants. And Mia will reach out to you and let you know when the full board meeting is. It's going to be the day after election, Wednesday. Obviously, we hope you go and vote. We want everybody to vote. Voting is important. It's our basic right. And we look forward to, once you're being approved, to sampling your delicious vegetarian and fish. We just have Janella, our last person. All right. Well, Janella,
Hi, how are you doing?
you made it just in time to vote on the application here. So far, it's 3 in support, and the new restaurant opening up on Rogers Avenue.
Troy.
On Troy, I'm sorry. You want to hear about it?
Yes, I'm in.
You're awesome.
No, it's okay. I don't want to push anything back. Yes, I am in support.
Great, so it's unanimous. All right.
Thank you all very much.
Welcome to hang around. We could also go. So whatever you want. Does anybody have new business, old business? Should we do a summary of the year? Actually, Rashida, can you talk, or are you in public transportation?
I can talk.
You want to summarize maybe anything we should be, I don't know if I'm going to be chairing this committee next year. It's going to be somebody else. I'm hoping it's going to be somebody else, but maybe Mia's giving me the looks over there. Maybe you want to summarize what we should be, for future committee members, what more should be done, what we did. You want to give us a quick summary and how we should proceed moving forward?
Well, one of the things I did on our last meeting that we had the young lady from the organization that's gonna they established their new location on
Right.
Rogers Avenue. That date
Mhm.
actually they moved because of rain. They had to move the date for the unveiling or the community day to, I think it's the 14th, I believe. I have to
Okay,
double-
welcome.
But I think that should be one of our, hopefully, we kind of ended the year with that. We started the year with some discussion about ways to curb the violence in the community and alternatives, and kind of deal with community bringing the community and the police departments together and just alternative ways just in engaging with the police. So I think that's a good sign that they're doing that, and hopefully we can stop some of this gun violence that's happening in the neighborhood and keep that going. And that should be a top agenda item as well going forward.
I agree. I think also, Rashida, you had an idea to bring on maybe actual, more youth, right?
Yes.
So we should,
Mhm.
I think
I think
that's,
they may help. That organization may be able to help us to bring in some youth as well on the community, on the board.
Did you see the assembly members' video about gang shooting in the neighborhood that went viral recently?
Yes, I did.
So
I did.
I got it yesterday, like it's happening. I think it's from a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
So I would say, I think also that we should look into what we could do about the gang violence in the district. I think it's pretty serious if a state elected official, I mean, when I watched that video, I wanted to climb into a bomb shelter.
Well, it's been 2 shootings within 500 feet of the board office within a month
I
on
did not
President and
know.
Nostrand.
You were in the office when it happened?
No, it was Memorial Day that Monday, and I believe it was just last week. Within 500 feet of the board office, there were 2 shootings.
Maybe we need bulletproof vests for board members and bulletproof glass for the office.
I'm gonna elect that the staff stay remote until further notice.
Essie, you want to end off? Because we're going to end the year now. I want to honor Tessa, who's been such an incredible member of this committee, always a voice of reason and inspiration, to please end off the year for us.
Okay, thank you, Rabbi. I apologize for being late. I rushed from a union political action meeting, trying to get to you because I did not want to be an absentee member of the Public Safety Committee meeting for today. I will state for the record that when I was assigned to the Public Safety Committee meeting last year, I was concerned. Public safety wasn't necessarily one of my interests, and I didn't think I would enjoy it and be happy on it. I want to thank you and Rashida and Primo and no, not Primo, Yankee, and the other small members of the committee. I think we worked well together. I didn't think that approving liquor license and the like would be exciting or interesting for me. I was proven wrong. I admired your open-mindedness, which I quite frankly didn't expect for you to be and share, but I didn't know you. And that's why we need to get to know people and not just make assumptions about how we think they might be and how we think they might operate. So I am happy to have been a part of this committee. I enjoyed working with you. I like the fact that it was small, so it wasn't large and cumbersome. We handled our business. We got to what needed to be done. And it was indeed a pleasure. And I would just like to ask Rashida if she could restate for my benefit, apologies for being late, what is that rescheduled date for the organization around gun violence?
I believe it's next week, Friday, but I have to double, yes, next week, Friday. I have to double check and get back. If you give me a second, I'll double check and give me 2 seconds.
Okay, yes, I think that's something that we should show up and show out for, and lead the way on. And I was happy that at last month's meeting, when they joined us and we suggested that they come to the board and bring that to the board, because that is a premier concern for the community. And if we were in a position to bring that information to the rest of the board, I think it was a helpful and a positive thing to do.
Okay.
Great. That's great. All right. So have a great year, a great summer, a safe summer. We'll see everybody by the board meeting, and everybody should remember to vote because I think it's an important election. So we should all vote. And Mia, I
Rabbi,
think.
go ahead.
Yeah. Yes.
Rabbi Berman, do you think you'll be chairing the Public Safety Committee meeting again in our next session?
So I'll tell you something. On the one hand, I as well, I also thought the public safety, I'm not going to enjoy it. And I really had a great year. I felt that we were very careful when people didn't show up to take them off. I thought we had a chance. We brought people together. There was one meeting where we had brought two stores together, and a former person from the gang to work together, and we we brought to the
Yes.
board. We did some. It was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful connections, and we were able to do great work. But I'm questioning whether I'm going to be public safety. The truth of the matter is, I'll be honest, I'm questioning whether I'm going to stay on the board altogether, because the neighborhood's changing, and I just don't know if I have the energy or the emotional energy to deal with this type of I don't want to say negativity, but just conflict, and I gave 6-7 years of my life to it. And I think I'm contemplating whether, now that I'm a dad, I'm contemplating whether I want to continue to, especially if we go back to in person. I can't, go three nights a month to in-person meetings in addition to what I'm doing.
Rabbi, forgive me, but I had a sense that you might be contemplating doing something like this. I don't know why. I had a feeling you were thinking of what my sons loosely referred to as doing the bird, as in flying away and leaving. So I'm not really surprised that you're fessing up at this time, because I had a feeling you were leaning in that direction.
Well, thank you. So maybe you know me better than we knew. We know each other for several years now, so you probably were able to read me to know that.
Yes, I had a feeling you might be thinking of doing the bird.
I'll tell you
according to my
something.
sons.
I gave a lot. Mia Mia will tell you I gave a lot of time to the board also privately when things go wrong with whether it's the plumbing or the computers, and or in the neighborhood is a lot. I put a lot of time in. And now that I don't know that I could commit to this type of time anymore. And I really think that, we're a large community in Crown Heights. We're several 100,000. The Jewish community is 10,000 or even 17,000. And somebody else could take me over if, either in the broader Crown Heights community or in the Jewish community. I don't think, how many years are you on the board, Tessa?
Rabbi, I'm embarrassed to say almost 30.
30 years. Why are you embarrassed?
Well, because I was having an informal discussion with our chairperson, Brother Baptiste, when I thought I was missing a nominations committee meeting because I couldn't find the email. And he reminded me that it might only be Brother, what's his name? The small Jewish person. He's always late.
Margolin?
No, he's always late.
Oh,
Maya Balberg.
yeah.
Who?
Stuart Balberg?
Yes, Stuart Balberg. I think that Stuart Balberg might be the only one that beats me for time on the board in terms of longevity. And so so Brother Baptiste and I were musing and reminiscing. And I think he said it was Stewie and then me. And then that's when it dawned on me that it had been practically a lifetime.
But I think we're term limited now.
I'm not sure. Mia might know. I'm not sure. Aren't we grandfathered in or not? Are we grandfathered in?
No, we're term
Old
limited.
timers?
I don't think so. I think we have another 6 years, right?
I have to figure out how those rules are gonna. Yeah, I have to figure out the logistics. I'm gonna ask Borough Hall, but I am assuming that the board will change in some form just because the BP is changing.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. You're right.
But I just got 2 years now, so I would be
Yeah.
quitting.
So yeah, but I'm assuming that slowly we'll see changes.
You're right, Mia. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a new BP. Yeah. I have to vote Sunday. I'm gonna vote Sunday and get it out the way and be done with it.
Where's your early polling sites? Is Armory?
No, Eastern Parkway.
Oh.
The museum.
All right, great. All right, thank you all, and let's have a great summer and see you at the general board meeting.
Okay, thank you, Rabbi.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone. Take care.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.